everyone, my name is Miss Wild and welcome back to your trumpet tutorial videos. Today we're going to be doing a revision on the piece Sunshine, which we started looking at in the last video. But first of all, before we start, let's start with our physical warm-up like always. So get yourself stood up, plenty of space around, and let's start off with some nice stretches as usual. So first of all, stretch your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Really wiggle your fingers, see how high you can get your fingers, see if you can touch the ceiling. And then we're going to stretch first of all over to the right. So really feeling the stretch down the side and take a nice deep breath. Lovely, and now let's go over to the left. And exactly the same thing, nice deep breath. Fantastic. Stretch your arms out in front of you and tighten your fists into a tight ball, and then release the fingers and wiggle them. Same again, tight ball and release the fingers. Fantastic. Shake it out, shake your arms out, shake your legs out. Lovely. We're just going to roll our shoulders back, not the whole arms, but just the shoulders today. So first of all, let's roll them back 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Now lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears and release. Lift your shoulders all the way up to the ears and release. Very nice. Now let's just stretch our neck out. So first of all, just going to slowly tilt your head to the left. Have a look down at your left shoulder and up at the ceiling. If at any point this hurts anywhere, then just relax it. We're not wanting any pain to be happening. It's just to gently stretch the muscles. Okay, so we've done that, looking down and up, back to the middle, and now let's do the same with our right shoulder. So looking over to the right, look down at your shoulder, lift your head up to the ceiling, make sure you try and keep your shoulders low as we're doing this, and back down. Lovely. Well done everyone, fantastic. Okay, so let's go over to our trumpets and start up with our playing warm-up. So, trumpets at the ready, first of all in rest position. And what we're going to do today, just like always, is I'm going to play some patterns and I'd like you to copy what I'm doing. So what we're going to do today in our warm-up is we're going to incorporate some of the melodies from Sunshine so that we're really ready to be playing it once we get round to the performance time. Okay, so first of all, just copy exactly what I'm doing. Now, really watching and listening carefully as I play. And I'm going to start today on F, first valve. Okay, so here we go. Your turn. Your turn. And again. Lovely. Now watching really carefully. I'll just do that one again. Your turn. F, D, F. Have another go. F, D, F. Lovely. I'll do it again. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, F, E, E, E. And again. F, F, E, E, E. Lovely. Now I'm going going to start on E and I'm going to change it up again. Your turn. E, F, E, E, E. Me again. Your turn. E, F, E, E, E. Fantastic. Me again. I'll do it one more time. Your turn. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, E, D, C. Have another go. And oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, E, D, C. Lovely, fantastic. So we started on F, we started on E, now we're going to D. Okay, so we're working from the top descending today. So now we're starting on D and watching really carefully. Your turn. D, 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 D. Me again. Your turn. D, 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 D. Lovely. Now watching carefully. I'll do it again. Your turn. D, D, F, F, D. And again. D, D, F, F, D. Fantastic. I'll do one more. And again, 1, 2, 3. Your turn. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D, F, F, D, D, F. Okay, have another go at that one. It's quite tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D, F, F, D, D, F. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Okay, we're just going to do a couple more just to get us really ready for sunshine. Okay, here we go. Listening to me first. Okay, one more time. So we're doing D, E, F, E, D. I'll play it again. Your turn. D, E, F, E, D. And again, one more time. D, E, F, E, D. Fantastic. And now the very last melody I'm doing, starting on E and I'm descending down to C. I'll do it one more time. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, C, and again. E, D, C. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling really warmed up on your instruments now and ready to have another look at sunshine that we were looking at last time. Okay, so here we go. Here it is, sunshine. Now, hopefully you've been practicing this in the last week or since the last lesson, and hopefully you've been following those practice steps that we always follow. You'll be really used to this by now. But just a reminder that the practice steps are: number 1, the Kadai sounds, so saying ta, tu, or tt, and also mu or ma for the rests. Number 2 is saying the note names, so C, D, E, F. Number 3, we sing and mime, and then number 4, by that point we're ready to play. Okay, so hopefully you're all very used to this by now. But today we're going to do a recap of this. So we're going to go through all of those steps again. Now, in last lesson, when we looked at sunshine for the first time, we did it a line at a time. But today what we're going to do is we're going to do it all the way through. So we're going to do each step all the way through the piece with the backing track, so we can get really used to hearing it with that. Okay, So let's just quickly have a recap of the Kadai sounds. And looking at that very first line, we've got tu, tu, ta, ti, ti. Ta, 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 ti, ti. I'm going to carry on to the second line, follow the music and join with me as I go. So this is the second line. Ta, 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 ti, ti. Tu, tu, ta, ti, ti. Okay, now the third line, we've got 2 beats rest at the very beginning. So, and we've got rests later on in this line, so counting really carefully. So this is from the third line. 1, 2. Ta, 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 ta. Rest, rest, rest. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, let's just go over that third line again, because that is quite tricky with the rests. Okay, so saying the third line. Here we go. 1, 2. Ta, 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 ta. Rest, rest, rest. Ta, 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 ta. Rest. Very good. And now the last line, nice and simple. Here we go, the last line all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2, moo. 2, 2, 2, moo. Great, well done everyone. So now let's put on our backing track and let's have a listen to the backing track as we sing, as we say through the Kadai sounds. Okay, so here we have it, and I'll count us in with the introduction as well. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, ta, ti, ti. Ta, 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 ti, ti. Ta, 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 ti, ti. 2, 2, ta, ti, ti. Ready? Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2. Well done, everyone. And then, as you know, the introduction repeats, and then we get to have 3 goes at this one. So plenty of times to have a go at it. All right. Okay. Now, just a little tip. In that third line, the sort of the trickier line, I think, if you can hear in the backing track, in the rests, the music goes bum, bum. So actually, because I've been saying rest, rest, but actually in your heads, you can say that to yourselves, but also you can hopefully hear the music really clearly giving you those rests. So it really helps us know exactly where to come in. So really listen out for that. The music goes bum, bum, and then we play bum, bum, beam, bum, bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 beam, bum, bum. Okay, so the accompaniment really helps us out there. Good. All right, so step number 1, the Kadai sounds. Fantastic. All right, let's move on to step number 2, which is saying the note names. Okay, so let's say this through together first of all. So looking at that first line, we're starting on E, and we've got E, F, E, D, C. E, E, F, F, E, D, C. Okay, so let's say that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, E, D, C. E, E, F, F, E, D, C. Well done. Looking at the second line, we've got D, 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 F, D, D, F. So we skip E in the middle. We're not going stepwise anymore. We're jumping over E and going straight to F. Okay, so that's D, 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 F, D, D, F. And then we've got this melody again. E, F, E, D, C. Okay, so let's say that second line all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 F, D, D, F. E, F, E, D, C. Fantastic. All right, let's have a look at this second line. So we've got D, E, F, E, D. Remember, this line is where we do go stepwise from D up to F and then back down, and then we repeat exactly the same thing. Okay, So let's do this second line, the third line all together now. So I'm going to count us in 4, but remember the first 2 beats of the bar are silent because they're rests. So then we come in on the 3rd beat with the D. Okay? So here we go, the 3rd line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. D, E, F, E, D. Rest, rest, rest. D, E, F, E, D. Rest. Well done. Fantastic. And now the 4th line, saying the note names. So we're starting on E, the same as the very first note of the piece, and we know that it's E, it's on that bottom line, and we're descending down to C. So E, D, C, and then it's repeated. We do the same thing. E, D, C, fab. Let's do that all together, that 4th line. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, C, E, D, C, rest, rest. Well done, everyone. Okay, let's do this step 2, with the backing track and now saying the note names. Now, I'm just going to say one point that I didn't mention last time. If you have a look at the notes on this 3rd line, you'll hopefully be able to see that there are dots under every one of these notes. So here, 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 and here, 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 here. All of those dots underneath the notes. Now, those dots are called staccato, and that is an Italian term. In music, quite a lot of the words that are used to describe how we play something are Italian terms. So the word for those dots under all of the notes is staccato, and it means that we play them really short. So when you're playing this, when we get to doing it on the trumpet, we need to really have a clean attack with the tongue, ta, on each of those notes, so that we're playing really short, and it's a nice bit of extra detail. Okay, so just remember that these dots here are called staccato, and we play them short. So let's have a go at doing that when we sing it as well. D, E, F, E, D, as opposed to the longer ones. All right, so let's have a go at singing this all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, E, D, C. E, E, F, F, E, D, C. E, E, D, F, D, E, F. E, F, E, D, C. D, E, F, E, D, really short. D, E, F, E, D, E, D, C, E, D, C. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Really good. So we did step number 1, the Kadai sounds, figuring out our rhythm, and we just did step number 2, saying the note names, along with the backing track. And hopefully you all really did your staccato notes on that 3rd line. So we're now ready for step number 3, sing and mime. So if you get all of your trumpets now, ready in playing position, and we're just going to go over the valve combinations for this piece. Just a quick reminder for what all of these notes are. So starting from bottom C, which is open, so no valves for bottom C. Then we've got D, 1 and 3. Then we've got E, 1 and 2, and then F, just the first valve. Okay, now let's work top to bottom. F, first valve, E, 1 and 2, D, 1 and 3, and C is open. Fantastic. All right, so let's have a go at singing and miming all together. So first of all, let's just look at this first line. So we know we start with E, E, and here are the valves for E. And then we've got F, E, D, C. Okay, so let's have a go at this first line all together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, E, D, C. E, E, F, F, E, D, C. Fantastic. And remembering the slightly trickier bit about this section is the E, D, C. It's quite quick. So just remember, as I said last time, really firm and confident with the fingers. So we haven't got any, so it's not going down slowly. Make sure the valves are going all the way down, and it should make it a lot easier. Okay. All right, let's look at the second line. So you can see we start with D, 1 and 3, and then we go up to F. Okay, so D, let's just do this a couple of times. D, F, D, F, D, F. Good. Okay, so we've got D up to F, back down to D, back up to F. And then in the third and fourth bars, we've got the same melody as we had at the beginning. E, F, E, D, C. Okay, so let's do that second line all together. Ready for D? 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 F, D, D, F. E, F, E, D, C. Fantastic. Now let's look at that third line. And just a reminder, D up to F and back down to D. So we've got D, E, F, E, D. Let's just do that slowly. D, E, F, E, D. Fantastic. All right, now let's do it in time all together, that third line. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. D, E, F, E, D. Rest, rest, rest. D, E, F, E, D. Fantastic, well done. And those of you who might have noticed, between the D here and the D there, obviously we've got 3 beats rest there, 3 crotchet beats rest there. And yes, you could lift your valves there. Naturally, you might feel like you want to do that, but actually you could also just keep them down, and then they're already ready for the next bit, and then it avoids any sort of last minute, oh, which note am I putting down? So if we go D, E, F, E, D, now keep the valves down. D, E, F, E, D. Okay, then you're already ready for the next bit. Good. Let's look at now the fourth and final line. We've got E, D, C. So we know that E starts with 1 and 2. D is 1 and 3. And then C is open. Let's just do that slowly. E, D, C. Fantastic. All right. All together in time, that fourth line. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, C. Rest, rest. E, D, C. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. As always, if at this point you're thinking, oh gosh, I need to sort of go over this again, just pause it and do some practice with yourself. Do the valves slowly but confidently. Always remembering that you need to have the valves pushed all the way down and really firmly, just to really help the muscle memory. Then your fingers are going to remember exactly how to play. Okay? If you're ready, let's continue and play the backing track now for a third time, and we're going to go through it and sing and mime all together. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, E, D, C. E, F, F, E, D, C. E, F, E, D, F. E, F, E, D, C. D, E, F, E, D. Remember really short. D, E, F, E, D. E, D, C. E, D, C. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Really good. Hopefully you're all feeling in a really good position now and ready for step number 4, which is playing this piece. Okay, so first of all, before we have a go at this with the backing track all the way through, let's just have a play of it one line at a time. And what I'll do is I'll play it to you first, and then I'll give you some time to play it on your own, and we're just going to take it one line at a time. Okay, so ready? Remember, if you're sat down, then you need to be sat at the edge of your chair with your back straight, not leaning against the back of the chair, and with your feet flat on the floor so that you're looking and feeling really professional. Fantastic. All right, here we go. So I'll play for you first, just this first line, and then it can be your turn. So here we go. Okay, your turn, just that first line. Ready in playing position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, well done. Now moving on to the second line. Again, I'll play it first of all, and then I'll give you some time to play it yourselves. So here's the second line. Great, and now your turn. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, well done. Now moving on to the third line, and remember, especially important here to have our staccato notes, our really short notes, really clean tongue, really release the tongue. So really clean tongue to produce those notes so they sound really short and spiky. Okay? And feel free as I'm playing to join in with singing and the valves or whatever is helpful for you. Okay? So this is the third line, me first. Okay, and now your turn. Remember those rests. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Fantastic. Well done. And now our reward for all of that tricky playing is we get a nice and easy E, D, C in that last line. And now your turn. That last line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic, everyone. Well done. We are now ready for stage number 4, playing, and we're going to play this along to the backing track. Now, the backing track allows us to play this 3 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join in with you the very first time, and then I'm going to stop, and then you get 2 times to play it on your own. Okay? So here goes. Ready for your performance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready for the third and final time. 1, 2, 3, 4. fantastic. Well done, everyone. You have now completed Sunshine. So give yourselves a round of applause, pat on the back, victory dance, whatever it is that you would like to do to celebrate. Really good work. Well done, everyone. Remember to keep practicing, keep having a look at Sunshine. This is a trickier piece than any that you've done already. So feel free to use this video to help you. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for joining. Bye-bye.